Welcome to another presentation at the East Trade Winds, hosted by Bernie Franzgrote and Wayne Pratt. The presentation today is titled Revolutionize Your Finances, the Sweet Canadian Solution. Our guest is Jacqueline Richards from Capital Mortgages. She has spent over 25 years empowering her community as an education leader, wellness instructor, and a champion for women in business. At Capital Mortgages, she brings that same passion to her role as a mortgage agent and certified life coach, helping entrepreneurs, single-parent families, and real estate investors shape powerful money strategies and financial futures. Drawing from her background as a Reiki practitioner, yoga instructor, and financial wellness coach, Jacqueline authored Yoga for Your Personal Finances, blending chakras and money management to create balance between wealth and well-being. A former cardio kickboxing teacher and co-author of Ruby Red Shoes, Jacqueline's journey has been as dynamic as it is heart-centered, including a month spent in Spain she nearly made permanent, and a year where she met visionaries like Dr. Wayne Dyer, Deepak Chopra, and Carolyn Myss.
I was busy taking that long, deep breath. You didn't see it, but I felt it as I lifted my shoulders, took them back and dropped them down, and recognized that there's a lot of really amazing people on this call right now. So today, I get to tell you that I am with Capital Mortgages as a mortgage agent. And sometimes we have some giggles. I hope there'll be one or two here, but that's not a guarantee. It could be all about you giggling to yourself, thinking, oh my gosh, I've never thought about that. So really my mission is to find answers that are outside of the box. Once upon a time, I was called the Magic Miracle Mortgage Consultant. And it continues to be that way because I, like you, want to know more, always asking questions. And so I do take that long, deep breath. And so do my clients when they sit down with me. They recognize that they're not breathing the way they might want to. And there's nothing like being out of breath when you're talking about, money. And there are strategies out there. There's strategies for everyone. I'm based here in Ottawa, and I do mortgages across the country. So if you happen to be in Newfoundland, if you happen to be in Victoria, BC, and any time between, I can help you answer some questions. I'm also the author of Yoga for Your Personal Finances. It's a book that I wrote because I had questions. Today, we're going to talk about the Smith maneuver and utilizing the wealthy yogini with the Smith maneuver. It is a Canadian strategy. So often when we talk about money, investing, we're talking about spaces outside of our country. This particular maneuver is all about what we can do here. It's about the strategies that will always keep you in a better way as opposed to a questionable way. No one wants to hear, oh, what's that word? Fraud. Wait. So let me tell you about the Smith maneuver because it's a tool for your mortgage and it's a way to build wealth. The Smith maneuver is, like I said, a very Canadian opportunity. And I am a yoga teacher, a mortgage agent, and for me, it's all about guiding you through financial peace of mind. So when I talk about these two entities, money and yoga, it's about yoga for mindfulness and the Smith maneuver for more financial money clarity. And so when I ask you to take a breath, you're actually inhaling income, exhaling expenses. But I will repeat that over and over. The way the Smith maneuver works, it's all about a Canadian strategy for home owners, real estate owners. Converts non-deductible mortgage interest into a tax deduction. And when I had this conversation, because I presented it last week, there was an accountant in our space, and he said, we know about this. We do. The Smith maneuver helps build investments while you're paying down your home. And wouldn't that be a better state of mind, knowing that you are building? So the Smith maneuver works in 4 places. So it's about your mortgage. It is about a line of credit, and that is called the HELOC. It's called the home equity line of credit, using the real estate to allow you to create more. And allowing that can absolutely allow a tax deduction. Make sure you've got the right accountant, right bookkeeper who helps you move through that so that you make the best of this opportunity, because it indeed is an amazing opportunity. Sometimes we forget about it or we're nervous about it. Over time, I have to tell you, over time, while you're paying down your mortgage, you're investing and creating long-term wealth and reducing taxes. Let me just throw this one out. Did you have a really great time doing your taxes this year? I love the looks on your faces. I know I loved it too. So at this moment, I want to tell you a little bit more about how the Smith maneuver works and the flow. Aligning your mortgage payments with investment growth. So I wrote the Smith maneuver in here. It's about having an elephant in your home. It is my chapter 7 in this book. I hadn't realized how many people really needed to know how to realign, how to exemplify mortgage payments. Everyone wants to know how it can get better, how it can get stronger. And this is what we talk about, aligning your mortgage payments with an investment strategy. So it comes with steps, always comes with steps. While I say that, I'd love for you to think about your mortgage like a yoga pose. And if we were doing seated yoga, which we could do today, or if we were standing, I might have you come into a warrior pose. I would ask you to take a breath, lift the arms up, step that left leg back, and inhale. Know that you are that warrior. And it's the opportunity to make sure that you're strong and structured. It's about not just about being in the right alignment in your warrior pose. It's really about deepening the opportunity, deepening your understanding. So step number 1 is making sure you make regular mortgage payments. I work in an industry at this time, certainly over COVID, it wasn't easy for people to make those mortgage payments. They needed to want to ask questions. They needed to decide not to be fearful of what they'll hear. That's when I get those phone calls, Jacqueline, I don't know if I can make this next payment. Because I work in the industry where questions are really needed. You need to miss a payment. We're going to talk to Canada Mortgage and Housing. You need to miss a payment. We're going to speak to your lender. You need to miss a payment. I'm going to ask you to take a beautiful deep breath. And what are your debts outstanding? Step 1, make sure you make your mortgage payments, whether it's weekly, monthly, every 2 weeks. Make it something that you consider lightly and with a smile on your face. Step number 2, this principle gets fired up with a HELOC, your line of credit. And there's opportunities, our lenders have options for you. So you have this great mortgage, you've got the home, the real estate, and the question I will ask you is, would you like to attach a line of credit to it? Many of my clients are business for sale, extraordinary entrepreneurs. That line of credit will help them invest in their business while they have a roof over their heads. I will ask that question because I would love for it to operate the way your life needs to operate. So understanding that the principle gets freed up in a HELOC. Does anyone have a HELOC? Would anyone want a HELOC? Anyone want a discussion about a HELOC? When you have a line of credit attached to the mortgage, it is actually advanceable mortgage. I know my family has them, and they weren't really sure what it was about. When we had this conversation, it is re-advanceable. You say, what's that? It's me. You can use it in a profitable way. The next step, the third step, is, I just said that, borrowing from the HELOC, your line of credit, to invest. Once upon a time, people were talking about Bitcoin and using their lines of credit to invest in it. Silent, deep breath. At the time it worked, maybe they sold when it was possible and then paid back the HELOC. There's so many other opportunities to make this happen for you. The equity that is available in your HELOC allows you to invest in what will make the best in your world, in your next steps, in your journey. Allow it to be, ask the questions. Step number 4 is about the deduction of the investment. The line of credit becomes your brilliant motivation to have it become tax deductible. So when we talk about tax deductibility, you want to have that conversation with your accountant. You want to know, if I invest in this, is it a tax deduction? 9 times out of 10, your accountant, your bookkeeper is going to say, you know what? Take a look at the numbers. Take a look at the numbers. Yeah, that will work for you. And we'll take a look at that at the end of the year. Well done, because you asked the questions and you took a chance. And this is just another way to invest in something that's with potential growth. It's the ETFs, it's the mutual funds. And for some, it's about investing in real estate, perhaps. And Bernie has this extraordinary gentleman who's online with us often. He's all about investing in real estate. And why wouldn't you take his course to find out how the Smith maneuver will help you create more money? And do it again and again. It's really just like your recycle bin. You fill it, you let the expenses go, you get it taken care of, and you bring it back into the home and you fill it up with the great things that are required. Repeat, reuse, to reduce. So think about your money being now tax deductible. And it's just like, this system is just like a long yoga practice. It takes consistency, it takes awareness, and it takes alignment. Don't kid yourself. It works. And there's thousands of Canadians who've seen it work. So with the Smith maneuver, here's some of the financial benefits. So about financial wellness, I'm all about wellness in motion. So without the Smith maneuver and your mortgage in place, and hopefully you're making those beautiful payments, it's linear payoff. As long as things stay the same. In your 25 years, in your amortization, if everything stays the same, it's linear. Now, I will tell you that interest rates change, and that's another conversation we'll have. Interest rates will change. There's nothing we can do or say about that. But why not make it in your best interest? Take a look at the Smith maneuver. Rising investment can mean shrinking your mortgage. So, with or without the Smith maneuver, here's how it could look to benefit. You keep making those regular mortgage payments. You borrow to invest. You build your portfolio. Any financial advisor will say that is the best way to move forward. The interest you pay on your borrowed funds is tax deductible. Understand the potential for more tax returns, more tax refunds in each year is in your best interest. So why not take the time and watch your portfolio grow as your mortgage shrinks? So when we take a look at the financial version in Karma Yoga, your investments today will support your future balance. And there is no pun intended. It is going to support your future balance. And so perhaps there will be one day where you come into your trade pose. So here it is, build in a portfolio, reduce taxable income, and then your mortgage continues to be paid off. And I will say to you, a mortgage is in many ways really good debt. And so what do you need to begin? Let's take a look at what the practice looks like. You need a checklist. Shocking. a checklist. So it's about the readvanceable mortgage. It's about a mortgage plus a line of credit. It's about looking to the longer term, seeing your future, seeing your journey. I teach about vision boards, and this is what many of my clients want to do. Taking a look at what their future is, making a really strong thought of planning. Where do I want to go and how do I want to get there? And be really comfortable about leveraging that L word, leveraging debt. Financial guidance and clarity. Why not take a look at that now? Because wealth is energy too. And in my book, I talk about chakras, I talk about money, and wealth is energy too. So when I talk about the chakras, there's 7 major chakras. And the first one, when you take that breath, take the navel to the spine. And that's home base. That's about the mortgage. And as you continue to exhale at the belly button, that's about financial creativity. I know, smile. It's pretty groovy. Then we get just above the belly button. That is the solar plexus. We're talking chakras here, and it's about confidence in your choices. So you could choose to do the Smith maneuver, or you could stay exactly where you are. And home is where the heart is. It's about integrity and money. And I talk about home is where the heart is because it's about real estate for so many. And when you take a long, deep breath and you feel in the throat, it's about communicating with honesty. It really is. Don't kid yourself. And right at the forehead, it's about that long-term vision that I just spoke to you about. Taking a look at the financial requirements for your next stages. And right at the top of the head, that's the crown. That's the 7th energy. It's about abundance and mindset. And for so many, a lot of work has gone within the Smith maneuver. And why don't we figure out how wealth strategies for home ownership is right for you? And oh my gosh, another checklist. What? Here it is. Checklist for Smith maneuver. You own property, real estate, and you have a mortgage. You want to reduce taxes. Yes. Interesting and long-term investing. And then you want to have a beautiful approach, a mindful approach to wealth, because wealth is like wisdom. So when you're aligning your financial future, I have a question for you to ask yourself. What is the one small money action that you can take today to feel more grounded and at peace? What's one action you could take? One action could be a 15-minute quick phone call with me. That could be a solution for your financial wellness. And we can talk more about the Smith maneuver and how it can impact and open for you. And then, palms together, thumbs to heart. Namaste your mortgage, baby. Wealth and peace are not opposites. It's your partner. The Smith maneuver, he was a wonderful gentleman who said, yes, please use it in your book. Please let me be your chapter 7. Please let me help other Canadians and beyond understand what they can do. So he has this first book, and then he has Master Your Mortgage Finance Freedom. This gentleman has done many things for so many Canadians, and I'm proud to be one of those Canadians to help extend and offer. And here's my coordinates. Remember, 15 minutes, you, me, online, on the phone. I'm Jacqueline Richards. When you're looking for strategies for your mortgage money, you've got to contact your mortgage honey.
Unlock the full potential of networking with East Trade Winds. Are you eager to connect with our esteemed guest speaker and delve deeper into the ever-expanding universe of connections? Simply scan the QR code now and embark on a journey of endless opportunities. Join us at East Trade Winds, where we gather online via Zoom every Tuesday from 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, you're welcome to connect with us. Seize the moment, register for free, and start exploring today. Fancy sharing your insights as a guest speaker? We're looking for you. Reach out to Wayne Pratt to ignite your speaking journey. Email him at wayne@motivateyou.ca or connect with Wayne on LinkedIn. Don't wait. Take action. and be a part of a global community that's shaping the future of business networking.